I'm Niall Breslin, and welcome to your Thursday Wake Up. This week's exploration of some of the constructs of positive psychology have allowed us to explore how we can build practical habits into our day to help regulate and support our emotional well-being. One of the most asked questions in any job interview that tends to make everyone cringe and curl up in a ball is the what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? And when you think about it, it's a really weird question to be asked, and even harder to answer without coming across like some over-rehearsed robot. We tend to overinflate our weaknesses and modestly speak of our strengths. It's like we've been conditioned to do this, to regulate our egos so they don't make us come across like beacons of narcissism. But the reality is, if we constantly tell ourselves this both in our external and internal narrative, our brain buys into it. We all have flaws and virtues. I'm good at certain things and absolutely brutal at others. For example, it would take me 14 days to build a bedside table from IKEA. I just make a balls of it every time. I also can't dance. I've tried so many times. And when I finally brave a dance floor, someone always gets hurt, and it's never me. But I do have strengths that I value in myself. I can be incredibly effective at delivering in a crisis. I have the ability to see situations from other people's perspectives. I make an incredible chicken curry. A practice I started to build into my life in relation to positive psychology was to remind myself of my strengths, but also take baby steps with my weaknesses. Just because I'm not good at something, it shouldn't mean I should avoid doing it. I mean, the very thought of IKEA breaks me out in a cold sweat, but I'll still give a flat pack a shot, and if I'm shite at it, I don't lose the plot. If I do attempt a bit of a dance, I do so knowing I'm hardly going to win Dancing with the Stars, but who cares? It's getting caught up in your weaknesses and seeing them as a judgment on your sense of self, rather than the fact that some people are shit at some things and good at other things. You've no right to be good at everything. That is why jotting down your strengths and weaknesses can help. Be proud of your strengths, value them, but also acknowledge your weaknesses and see if there's a way to be comfortable with them or even embrace them. Chat to y'all later tonight.
As lockdowns start to ease and we return to old routines, it's essential to maintain the following healthy habits.